Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I'm Tara, and I'm with the Academy of Being. And we are answering questions, or I am, that clients and followers have sent in. And so today's one is, can you talk about productivity and ADHD and how to feel more productive? So this is what I want to say to you about ADHD. It is a superpower if you allow it to be. And what I mean by that is if you allow yourself to be that multifaceted person and don't make it wrong, you have a lot more energy. And so there might be 5 things that you need to get done in your evening. If you sit and force yourself to get one thing done at a time, it's going to feel like all the energy that's inside of you is just eating away and is ready to burst. And it's actually going to slow you down, make you less productive, have less access to your brain. It's kind of funny that in that moment, my brain stopped working too. And it will make you feel frustrated with yourself. So instead, write down, I love a list for someone with ADHD. Lists are fantastic. So write a list of all the things that you would like to do. Maybe put a highlighter on the ones that are the most biggest priority and allow yourself to dot in and out of those. What it means, let's say you're in college, okay, and you have a project that you have to do. You have to do a lot of studying right now or in finals time, right? So maybe you need to study for something. And so you begin to study and then you take a break and maybe you go do the dishes or you put away your clothes or you do something that's a quick fix, something that gives you an endorphin lift. And you come back and you come back refreshed. The wild thing with this is when you study in those 20-minute, 30-minute increments, and then you go do something else, it allows everything that you've studied to sink into your brain so you own it more. And then it allows you to go and you do something that you feel accomplished. Like I finished the dishes, they're all put away, or I put away all my clothes and I feel better about myself. And so then you go back refreshed and the information that you just studied works more. The other thing that you can do is find out what you need in those moments. So what I mean by that is if you're studying and you're feeling like you're not recalling anything because you're reading something or you're just listening to something and it just doesn't seem to stick, I would add more senses. And what I mean by that is read it and listen to it at the same time. There are apps that you can take a photo of a page and it will read that page back to you. I don't know what those apps are. So if you know what that is, put the link below. I know different clients and even my own son uses that. If you're listening to something, you can easily on your computer hit the dictation mode, let it dictate it, and it'll type it out so that you're able to read it at the same time. So allow yourself to use more than one sense. The other thing that you can do is use your body and begin to write. Like, I really need to take notes while I'm listening to something. Even if I'm watching somebody speak, I need to write it out. That doesn't mean I even have to look back at my notes. As soon as I've written it out, it's as if my body and my mind own it. So that's another thing that you can do there. The other part of it is possibly finding your why in it. Why is this important to you? And so something might not be important, like, oh, I don't care about washing dishes, but I love a clean space. And so I'm going to do the action because the aftermath makes me feel so good. Or I really don't love this class, or I don't love this project at my work, but because I want to stay in this company, or because I want to get my degree, I'm going to put all my effort in. And so finding the long-term or the afterglow answer of what the why is helps you to stay in something and give it your effort and not just be like, whatever, I don't know why I have to do this class, or this project really is not something that turns me on. And so I wish I wasn't doing it. It's like, no, it's one project. I'm going to put my whole effort into it. And then when I do a great job, I'm going to ask my boss if I can do projects that feel more purposeful for me. Because I did such a great job, I'm sure he or she is going to listen to me better. But that even happens if you're an entrepreneur. So as an entrepreneur, you might need to put breaks in your day so that you're just feeling more accomplished. Maybe go out for a walk, take time for you, and it helps you to come back to your work more refreshed. I can tell you as an entrepreneur, there are times where I have to fire myself. I'm like, you're doing a really bad job. You have a bad attitude. And so I'm firing you for the next hour, or I'm firing you for the entire day. And that is really productive for me, because what it does by being fired is I don't engage with it even in my mind for the next hour or the next day. And then I come back completely refreshed. And so I rehire myself the next day and I have a better attitude. I'm more into it. And because I gave myself the chance to completely disengage and go do the things that I need for the rest of my life, because sometimes my job can take over my whole life. And so I would say to you, with ADHD, it is really awesome to tell yourself to take mini breaks, to allow yourself to have that cortisol hit by accomplishing something, even if it's a walk, that makes you feel good and that helps you to cultivate your whole life, because the reality is our whole life matters. And I believe that having ADHD or even ADHD tendencies can actually help you to create a life that is more fulfilling, more enriching, and more honoring to all the capacities that you truly have. So let me know in the comments if you have other questions that you would like me to field, to go over. And if you have any questions or comments about today, please let me know. Thanks so much for showing up. Please like and subscribe if this is a channel that you are enjoying, so that I can keep it coming out for you. Thank you so much. Talk to you later. Bye.